What's up, you guys? Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a haul for you, which those have been a little bit fewer and far between on my channel. Those in the dazzled or disappointed. But you guys know that I've kind of been trying to eye a little bit more drugstore stuff, which is unusual for me, but I'm used to buying the high-end stuff. But there's been a lot of stuff that I have found in February, I would say both high-end and drugstore, but I picked up a lot of drugstore stuff. And so I kind of just want to show you what I bought. Sephora, Ulta, and Walmart. So for my high-end stuff, for my drugstore stuff, and there's a lot of good things in here. I've really been enjoying makeup in the month of February. So let's go ahead and jump right into this haul. Okay, so first off, I had a $100 like reward certificate that I had redeemed with my points a couple of months ago, and those of you who know that those will expire after 3 months. So it's one of those things where if you don't use it, you lose it. And I was already approaching like the last 2-3 weeks of me being able to use it. So it was actually perfect timing that the Natasha Denona Bloom palette released, because I was like, one, yes, I can use it towards this. And then also I can use it towards a couple of other things I have been eyeing. Well, one which was another new release. So I did pick up the Natasha Denona Bloom palette. Y'all know I'm a sucker for Natasha Denona releases. This thing is so good. It's what I'm wearing on my cheeks today, and Natasha Denona was not kidding when she said that this will make your skin look like glass if used properly. So totally lost my train of thought there for a second. Anyways, I picked this bad boy up, and I actually just posted my review of it in case you're wondering. Obviously, I just told you I love it, so there's that. And then the next thing I picked up with that $100 certificate was one of the new Fenty Beauty Killawatt Freestyle highlighters. Y'all know I'm a sucker for all things Fenty. I actually did not pick up any of the new Stunna lip paints, and I was surprised I didn't, because I'm also a sucker for bright corals, bright pinks. However, I went in store to swatch them, and they were not as bright as I had hoped they would be. So I'm really going to have to think about that. Also, when you purchase things with your $100 credit, you can't return it. So you have to know that you want it and that you're going to try it and you're going to love it. But this you have probably seen all over. This is the baby pink Killawatt, which I'm typically not one for buying a like color highlight, like a pink or a green or a, like, that's why I don't like the holographic ones. They look like a stripe. And something like this would look too dark. It's more like a blush. But the sparkle in this was so intense that when I kind of topped my highlight at the store, I was blown away. And I was like, I need to have this. I need to order it. So let me kind of show you. I hope that I don't know that it's going to come across. I don't think it is. I can never get things to come across as beautiful as they look like in pictures or other videos, but it's so pretty. It's very, very sparkly, so if you don't like sparkle, then this is absolutely not for you. But, you know, I am like a sparkle queen, leave a little sparkle wherever you go kind of thing. I hope that comes across. But anyways, I did pick this bad boy up, and I'm actually very glad I did. I did not pick up the other one, the minty type shade, because I feel like I already have a couple of kind of similar ones. One that I think to be pretty similar, and it's in the Sandcastle Minted Mojito Duo from her summer collection last year. So I opted out of that one, and I picked this one. The last thing I picked with the $100 gift card, and I think I had to pay a difference of like $15 on this, but it is the Tarte Aquaflash foundation brush. I have been very intrigued ever since this released. Let's open it this way. Okay. And I saw it in store, finally was able to touch it and kind of, you know, make sure that it was for me, and I loved it. It's like, so it's Rainforest of the Sea, so it's got kind of like a, I guess, seaweed type of vibe going on down here at the handle. I love it. It's just, it's pretty to look at. It's very sturdy feeling, and I have been wanting a foundation brush that is like this type of density and this type of like the hairs being, I don't know, short and stumpy like that. I don't know how else to tell you. Have not tried this yet, so we'll see how it works, but obviously it's mine to keep because I can't return it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it. Tarte brushes, their sets are usually kind of questionable. Their individual brushes are usually the bee's knees. I don't know why that came to my mind. The last items I got from Sephora were actually on sale, and you've seen these probably in everybody's TJ Maxx videos, which my local TJ Maxx and Marshalls is like super hit or miss. I could go days in a row, like for weeks, and it is so picked over, so gross. I don't know. People are not very considerate, and you know, they open everything, and that's everywhere, but anyways, so these are the Too Faced Peach My Cheeks and Bronze Cheek. Well, I know they're at TJ Maxx for $10.99, but Sephora put them on sale for $10. So I was able to pick 3 up. My local store, my Sephora inside JCPenney, had not marked them on sale, so when I went to pay, they rung up at regular price, and I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm paying $90 for 3 products. But she went online and price matched it, so just know that if you're not like wanting to hunt Marshalls, if you don't have the patience for that, just go to your local store and they will price match it for you. So I picked up So Peachy and Peach Dream. I have been using them and I like them very much. I would not have paid $30 for them. It's I don't even pay that much for a NARS blush anymore, but I have been liking them quite a bit at $10. And y'all know what they look like. They look like a little peach. I love how they smell. And as I'm applying them, I can smell it and I'm like, oh, it smells so good. And this is So Peachy, and it's a cream blush. And I'm not typically one for cream blushes. However, for $10, I was willing to try it. But in addition to that, I have found that they just perform very, very nicely. So let me kind of swatch one here for you, and that's what they look like. Now, I'm assuming down the road they will dry out because the ones at my local store, when I was testing them out, they were super, super dry. Obviously had been there for a long time, but anyways. So I did pick those up, and again, I picked the 2 blushes and the bronzer, which I find the bronzer to have a little bit of like a kind of a reddish tone to it. I don't know. But when used with a light hand, it works out just fine. Sorry, I had to pick up my bag. Let's put all this stuff in here. Okay. Now let's move on to, I was gonna say the good stuff. I mean, it's all good stuff, but hold on. I gotta pick it up off the floor. I moved, those of you who have been with my channel for a while know that noticed my background is the same, but I'm kind of like closer to the desk. I'm trying to like really figure out this whole lighting situation because when it rains, we had like a whole week of rainy, and it really impacts the lighting in my videos regardless of me having like a ring light and stuff, and I'm not an expert at that, so I'm really just trial by error and trying different things. So I moved the camera with the light to a little bit more central in the window, but that brings me closer to the desk, removes my little TV stand over here, so I'm having to put all this stuff on the floor. That's so totally long and random, I'm sorry. Okay, so some of this is gonna be a mix of Walmart and Ulta. I will tell you what I got where. First off, I got the Clean and Clear Lemon Gel Cleanser. I got it at Walmart. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I have used Clean and Clear, the morning wash, I forget what it's called, for years now, and it's what I have loved as my morning face wash. It wakes me up, it makes my skin feel like refreshed, revitalized, and so I knew when I saw this because it has vitamin C and it says cuts through oil and dissolves dirt. I was like, I want to try this as kind of an evening wash, and I really have been loving it. It smells like a dream. I love lemon scented things, and for $6, it's been like a night wash that I have been loving. The other item I've actually already done a review on. It's more of like a comparison. So this is the Pond's Cleansing Balm, and I had stumbled across this because I am running out of my pharmacy green clean, and I was like, I don't want to pay $34 right now for a cleansing balm. I wonder, like, has the drugstore not started to get on this bandwagon? Well, this came up on Walmart's website, and I was like, I need to go pick one up. It was $10, you guys, for more product than you get in the pharmacy. Smells like a little bit like a baby powder type smell, and you'll see in that video, if you have watched it, that comparison, that this almost like takes the place of my pharmacy green clean. Basically, for $10, I'm absolutely willing to use this because it pretty much does the same thing. The only thing I find is that the pharmacy one is slightly thicker. This one has like a, I don't know, not a runny consistency, but it almost like dissolves into a little bit more of an oily consistency, even though it's not oil. I don't know how else to describe it to you, but it's $10. I have been using it every single day. It melts off my makeup, and I have been loving that. So that was also a Walmart purchase. I've got a couple other Walmart purchases. This is still in the box. and I've been using it almost on a daily. Haven't brought myself to throw out the box yet, but this is the Aveeno Positively Radiant Max Glow Serum and Primer. And you guys, if you have dry skin and you want your foundations to look a little bit more healthy on you, a little healthier, a little bit more glowy, but not oily, this is what you have been wanting, dreaming of, I don't know, and you didn't even know it. It comes in a little bottle like this. Now, I'm not gonna say that it's inexpensive. This thing was $18, so okay, it's cheaper than high-end, I get that, but that ain't cheap. Anyways, so the little bottle, the only thing I'm not crazy about, so you shake it up, but the little nozzle, is it a nozzle? It's got a little hole. So what I end up doing is I tip it and like I put the drops on my face directly, because it says to put it in your hands and then you can apply it from there. It's so runny because it's a serum that, you know, it ends up getting everywhere. So I have found the best way is just kind of tip my face back, the bottle, and just kind of get it on my face and rub it in, and it makes my skin feel so soft, look so healthy, that if I went in with this and didn't put foundation on top, I'd be able to have like a weekend day, a holiday day, you know, whatever, that I don't need to get, you know, ready. I could just go out the door and look fresh and glowy. And so in Positively Radiant, like that is legit, you guys. So I got this at Walmart as well, and they have a serum also in this line that I want to get for under my night cream, because if this was this good, then I know that the serum has to be great as well. Okay, so a few other Walmart purchases and then we'll jump into the Ulta stuff. So I bought a couple of bronzers, and this particular one, gosh, there's been so many good drugstore finds this month. I've been so excited that it's getting me excited to want to buy more drugstore, which has never been a thing in the past because it's always been very, not even hit or miss, just more miss than hit. Either I can't find my shade, because you can't test this stuff out, I can't find my shade, or it's not the right texture, I don't like it, or anyways. But I saw somebody, I don't remember who I was watching, and I saw this, and I thought, I kind of want to try that out. It's the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It bronzer, sun-kissed bronzer for face and body, so that's why it's so large. And this has such a sheen, like, it doesn't look like highlight on your face, so I don't want you to get that impression. It's got just this very healthy look to it that I can't even tell you how much I love it. Okay, yes I can. This is what I've been primarily using as my bronzer for the month of February, and I bought this like literally the first or second day of February. So that's how much I love this. It is so good. I like that it's so large. Now I am in the shade light. I am a light medium skin tone, and I find this shade to work very well on me. But this is so good. Now, I have not tried it for this yet, but I've got like varicose and like the dark blue veins on the back of my legs, like where your knee is, but on the back. I get more and more of those every year. I've tried to kind of dial back the heels. I know I love wearing heels. But I've tried to like do heels 3, maybe 4 days out of the week, and then flats the rest of the week, not crossing my legs. Anyways, long story short, I kind of would love to have like a bronze type of look to my legs, but I don't want to go to a tanning bed. That's no. Anyways, because this because this is for the face and the body, I think I'm gonna try it back there. I don't know. I mean, it couldn't hurt. Whatever the case happens there, I love it for my face. This was like 10 bucks. I love it so, so much. Let me give you a quick swatch. Again, I am in light medium. This is a light. I love that it's like a cool tone color. I do not like super orangey or red undertone bronzers on my skin. I just don't like how they look on me. They end up, I don't know. I like neutrally type of bronzers, and this is so amazing, you guys. Love it, love it, love it. Let's see, I have another bronzer. However, I have not opened it yet, so more to come on this. But I forgot one of the ladies I watch on YouTube, super sweet. She's blonde, and I can't remember her name. If you may watch her channel, and you may know who I'm talking about when I say she just filmed like a get ready with me in Hawaii. Anyways, she's super sweet, and she's been using this Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. I got it in the shade 1 Sunlight, so mine is still sealed. I haven't opened it up yet, but more to come on that. But I did pick this up, and I think it was like 8 bucks. She's been raving about it, saying it's great. Milani makes amazing products, and so I'm excited to try that. And then I think last, but certainly not least, oh no, one other thing after this. I am out of my Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara, and I'm heartbroken because you know I love that so much. So I thought, it's been years since I have tried my drugstore mascaras. I used to love one by Maybelline. They don't make it anymore. It's the Great Lash. Is it called Great Lash? Their classic one, but the little tip was a pink rubber applicator tip thingy. Anyways, I guess they don't make it anymore. It wasn't at the store. I thought, I'm going to try my hand at another drugstore mascara. So I did pick up the Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara. I used it today. I won't say I was blown away, but I also was not disappointed. I think like it's one of those things where you say, okay, for $6, $7, this will do the trick for me. At least till I'm like, open my heart back up to pay $27, $28 for a mascara, especially now that Pat McGrath released one. But I'm trying to do better. Anyways, I've got falsies on top of this, so you won't be able to tell. But I did pick that up. And then last, but certainly not least, and I posted about this on Instagram, so this will come as no surprise to you. At Walmart, I got the Profusion Wanderlust eyeshadow palette, the 21 Pro Pigment Shades and Brush palette. And I don't know that I knew what to expect with this because I have gotten away from trying drugstore eyeshadows. They always disappoint me. They never have the pigmentation I want. It's just too much hassle. And so I thought for $10, this looks kind of promising. Like they looked really metallic. There is a color scheme that really interests me. And I thought, well, I think I'm going to give it a try. And you guys, I was absolutely blown away. I used it for several days straight, which never happens. The brush that it comes with I like very much. It's a blending brush. So it's got like, it's kind of narrow. It's not so fluffy that your color will get all over the place. I like it very much. And then you guys, these, especially the metallic shades, are ridiculously pigmented. I'm telling you, I've had so much fun. Let me show you this one. Let's see. Let me show you this one. Be prepared to be amazed, okay? I mean, you're gonna be like, I gotta go to Walmart now. Look at these. I mean, it's not like I even dug in the pan. You know me, I'm pretty gentle. And this is just ridiculous. I don't know. $10? How do they do that? I'm just not sure. But I'm gonna swatch them here for you, and you are going to be amazed. So these four right here. And yeah, the palette was $10. $10.80 with tax if you want me to be exact. So that was my last Walmart purchase for drugstore makeup. And it's all crumbly on my hand now. I probably won't be buying any more drugstore stuff until next month. I've kind of like depleted my budget for that. So we're good on that. Now let's go ahead and move on to the Ulta stuff. Hang on. Okay, so let me see how fast I can move through this because it's already like, this video is going to be so long. I had never tried this and I had a $3.50 wow, that sounded weird, $3.50 off coupon for the non-prestige items, obviously. So I bought the Morphe setting, continuous setting mist. Definitely not a spray, it's a mist. You guys, the hype is real on this. I'm kind of with everyone. I'm like, Morphe, so much Morphe. Their shadows can be very hit or miss for me. I have the Jaclyn Hill, both the Vault and the palette. I love her palette. I love some of the Vault, but aside from that, I really don't own anything else Morphe. This thing is, wow, this is good. This will be a repurchase when it's out. It smells delicious. The mist is so fine that you don't feel like you were slapped in the face with a spray. But it does the trick. I love it so, so much as I talk while I'm facing back there. Next up, so they had 5 times the points on Tarte products. Whenever they do that for something that's like in my loves list, I'm like, I'll pick something up because I can rack up the points rather quickly. And we all know that the Ulta reward system is amazing. So I picked up the Tarte First Step Prep Moisture Reset Cream. I had been hearing nothing but amazing things about this, and this was the last one left in the store. So I picked this up. I've used it a couple of times, so I haven't used it enough to be able to say, yes, this is going to be tried and true for the rest of my life. But based on the couple of times that I've used it, this thing is so amazing. If you've got dry skin, and right now because of the winter, I have got some serious dry skin, you guys. This has been so incredible. It's like I want to just clear out every other lotion in my vanity or in my, you know, my little cupboard and just use this forever. It's very, very thick, obviously, and it smells, I can't remember if it smells like anything. I'm not smelling anything, so I guess not, but it wasn't cheap. It was $35. Again, because of the 5 times the points, I was like, I will get it now. And this is, the bottle or the jar is very luxurious. It's very hefty or weighty or whatever you want to call it. And this makes my foundation look so healthy because it gives my skin that super rich moisture that it needs. And yeah, that's been a real love for me here recently. I picked up, so this one is sold out on Sephora and Ulta. This Buxom Wanderlust blush line has been getting nothing but great reviews. Everyone's talking about it, and I'm like, okay. I've kind of dialed back on buying the individual blushes. I like blush palettes, but individual I can't even talk, blushes, I've got to stop buying because they get neglected in my drawer. And if you have watched the Shop My Stash videos, you know I kind of like to get to use the palettes. It's just a one-stop shop. It's so much better. This shade, though, I had heard that these have a sheen. I love blushes with a sheen. This shade has been sold out for a while on Ulta and Sephora's website, but my Ulta was pretty stocked with all of them. So I thought, this was when I bought the Tarte cream, I thought, okay, I will buy 2 things. I will buy the cream and I will buy this blush. It's in the shade Seychelles, which is kind of funny. Total side note, my name obviously is Michelle, and growing up, sometimes even now, like my dad will say, like if he's, you know, hey Michelle, he'll say Seychelles. It's just one of those sentimental things where I thought, I love that name. It's, you know, has meaning to me. But this one I had read has the strongest sheen, and I was like, okay, it's obviously selling out for a reason. You guys, as soon as I tried this out, I was like, I need more of these. They're so good. And I'm trying to stop doing that. But this is what it looks like. Super sheeny type blush. So if you love a sheen in your blush, then you will absolutely love this. This is the one right here. It's super neutral. It's perfect for those days in which you do like a kind of a bold eye and you need like a little bit more of a neutral cheek. This will do it for you, and it's amazing. So I was so happy I picked that up. I picked up the Roller Liner Eyeliner. Have not used it yet, and you guys know what that looks like, so I won't open it up. It's just a pen eyeliner, but have heard good things about this. And those of y'all who have been with me for a while, I keep saying that, know that the Fenty Fly Liner has been my go-to because it has allowed me to master doing a wing with a pen. I never used to be able to do that. So that was that. Next up, oh my gosh, you guys, these, like, I think these stole my heart. I have never tried BH Cosmetics eyeshadows. I love their brushes. They are so amazing. For the price, I can't even believe it. And I had seen that they came out with these 2 palettes. And so I went to my Ulta. They didn't have them out yet. And she said, oh yeah, I think we don't usually carry BH, but we've got them in the back. It's Hanging in Hawaii and Love in London. And these were $16, but I was able to use, again, my $3.50 coupon. I paid with tax like $13 for each of these. And you guys, I can't even tell you how blown away. When I say blown away, I mean, I can't. The shade range is beautiful, first of all. The mattes blend like a dream and are quite pigmented. But these, like, they're metallic, foiled, whatever you want to call them, creamy soft. I'm actually wearing the London one today, but this Hawaii one, you guys, I have been using a couple of these shades as my highlight. Not today. Today I'm wearing Natasha Denona, but as my highlight. And I have to say that probably these eyeshadows used as highlight are the most intense, metallic, sheeny highlighters I have ever used in my life. From an eyeshadow to, like, compared to an actual highlighter, this has been like a one-stop shop for me. I'll take this out. I will use this on the eyes, obviously, use it on the face, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try using a couple of these as a blush. Maybe I'll even do a video where, like, I use this as my full face. So amazing, you guys. I can't even tell you. Let me give you a couple of swatches. You're going to be so blown away. No joke. You will be blown away. Look at the richness of these metallics. How is this even possible? How did I not try BH shadows earlier? These over here, you guys. I'm like getting really messy now with the swatches, but that's what those look like right there. And yeah, I could not. Again, I'm wearing the London one on my eyes today. Oh, you guys, so good. Now, when I first opened this one, I was like, okay, I'm not as inspired by the color scheme in here. Usually darker palettes don't inspire me as much. However, I used this one first and I could not put it down. So then I was like, okay, let's try this one. Oh my gosh, these metallics are just as good. They're so amazing. They go on so easily, blend so well, that if you come across this in your store, I highly suggest swatching it, maybe picking it up, because they are ridiculous for the price. So if you are on either a low buy or if you're on a budget or whatever it is, these are so good, for sure. You'll want to check one out. Last, and certainly not least, this one I'm not sure if I'm going to keep. I think it's just the wrong shade for me, but my local Ulta started finally carrying the ColourPop concealer, and I picked mine up in the shade Light 16. I think it's a little too light. I thought this would be the perfect one for me, and when I brought it home and compared it to concealers I already have, I was like, oh, I don't think this is gonna be it, which is such a bummer. But anyways, so all it means is maybe going and swapping for a different one. But that's what it looks like there. If you are a light medium neutral undertone like me, or light medium neutral skin tone like me, I should say, this might be a little light for you. The mediums looked a little too deep, and so I might need like light 18 or something. Anyways, that is a $6 buy, which I was happy with. The last thing is actually from Marshalls, and it's the only thing I have ever found high-end that interested me at a Marshalls TJ Maxx. Like I said, I think I said it in this video, that our TJ Maxx and Marshalls just doesn't get a whole lot of good stuff, and most of it gets really picked over really quickly. But I had been wanting this for a while. It's been in my loves list for Ulta, and it's the Hyper Real Glow by MAC. This is in the pink one, which is the one I had originally wanted. It's Flash and Awe. It's one of the original two. They had a gold and a pink. This is the pink. And it was, let's see, $19.99. So as opposed to $39, so I consider that like 50% off. And this is what it looks like. So I haven't really dived too much into it yet. I've used it twice and I was like, okay, but I used it without a cream highlight base like I usually do. And so I think that might have been the reason why I wasn't super blown away. But anyways, so I did pick that up. That was quite the haul for being on a lower buy or a budgeted buy or whatever, but that was a cumulative haul over the course of February so far. I love that I picked up a ton of stuff that was like more drugstore type pricing and drugstore brand, drugstore beauty, so that really excites me. I'm looking forward to doing more of that actually, and I'm thinking of maybe doing that and comparing it to some of the high-end stuff that I have to see what really does compare. I'm sure there's stuff out there, some little diamonds in the rough. Alright guys, I hope you found this haul fun, just entertaining, helpful maybe, I don't know. You guys, in the next video, before I let you go, you do know I have to give you a quick verse of the day just to give you some encouragement and inspiration, some cheer to your day. Alright guys, today's comes from, almost dropped everything. Today's comes from Colossians 3:23 and 24. I love this verse. And it says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord and not for men, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ that you are serving. I love that verse so much. Sometimes it's easy to get discouraged with the busyness of life and of work and this and that, but when you put it into that perspective, it makes such a difference. Guys, if you are new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing. I really would love to have you as part of this YouTube family. Please give this haul video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you found it helpful, entertaining, whatever the case. Please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.